Black Lightning episode 15, and I did not know the next episode is the season finale. I thought we'd at least get to 17, but we're gonna end at 16. So 15 is 15 is here, and I was wrong because I said in the last video that when they were talking about how like, oh, Gravedigger is gonna get every metahuman, power that's in Markovia. I was like, shoot, let him get them powers. They only last for an hour. And then apparently Dr. Chase informed us that because he's the original meta, and like his physiology is different, therefore he can withstand those powers for a long period of time. And I'm like, all right, that's BS, but I'm gonna let y'all get away with that. So, he's on his way. He's sitting there like in the beginning. He's giving a speech about he's making a video of why he did what he did. He explains why he's Gravedigger and that he's coming for Freeland and he's coming to snatch up these metas whether they want to go or not. So the team, everybody's trying to put something together. Like the ASA, like the ASA is crippled, and the government, like, they've washed their hands of Freeland since day one. So the government's whole thing is, we know Gravedigger's coming, and if y'all don't beat Gravedigger, we basically gonna blow this sumbitch up. So Freeland will be a crater if Jeff and the gang don't defeat Gravedigger. So Jeff tries to put the team together, and not TC, Brandon bitches up because he's just like, yo, Chase killed my mom, and everybody looking at him like, yo, ain't nobody thinking about Chase. Like, an army's coming, like, we're about to go to war. And it's like, I understand she killed your mama, but I'm like, boy, like, this isn't the time. Like, this isn't, like, ain't nobody thinking about that right now. So he gets mad, and he's like, oh, this war's about, and then he storms off. They try to find him. Earlier, like later, TC had asked, because Jennifer went to go look for him. And then TC was just like, oh, did you find Brandon yet? And then Jennifer was like, nah, I don't know where he is. And I'm like, did he not just go on a rant about how he wants to kill Dr. Chase? Like, he literally just went on a rant about killing Dr. Chase. The hell, I don't know where he is. So Brandon goes to Dr. Chase. He snatches her up, brings her back to his apartment. Well, I don't know. He's got her tied up while he playing PlayStation. And then he basically just told her, he was like, listen, tell me the truth about my parents. So that's what Chase and Brandon are doing. Khalil actually tried to leave the city, because even I don't even know if Khalil even knows about the Markovia threat, but basically Khalil tried to leave the city, and the Markovians rolled up on him. He was getting his brains beat in, and then the programming had kicked in, and then the program, the program busted through the firewall. It took over. It beat up the Markovians, killed them, whatever. And then now Khalil and Painkiller are having a conversation about who should basically like drive this who should drive this thing. And and to be honest, I don't think Khalil would have a problem so much if Painkiller took the reins. But the only problem with why he's resistant so much is he wants to kill the Pierce family. And despite the fact that Jennifer played herself in the last episode, like, Khalil doesn't want to be responsible for killing the Pierce family. So, he's fighting with himself. He's fighting the program. The program actually wins, gets the better of him. He puts Khalil behind the firewall. And now we have a Painkiller. Painkiller, he's back, and he's basically going after the Pierce family. Which means there's probably going to be a point, like, there's no way he can go after the Pierce family without bumping into the Markovians, as seen when he got jumped in the street. So Painkiller's probably going to fight Gravedigger at some point just to get to Jeff, and that'd actually be pretty cool, because I like the fight the two of them had the first time. So that's what Khalil doing. So going down the line here. So Lala, he snatched up Lady Eve's, like, right-hand girl. And that brought Lady Eve back, and then he was just like, you gonna tell me what I need to know about Tobias Whale? And then, she was just like, bro, you could have just called and asked me, like, where he was. And then my whole thing is, the fact that Lady Eve even played into this whole thing, I'm like, don't you still have the program? Like, see, I feel like what Lala's doing is part of Lady Eve's plan, and she's just going along with it. Like, because we saw in the last episode, she had the programming. Like, she can shut him down anytime she wants. Why would she allow him to have a gun to, like, Homegirl's head, and for her to just cave in and give Lala what he wants? She could have easily just said the words, shut him down, and then she could do what she had to do. So I feel like what Lala's doing is actually a part of Lady Eve's plan. Like, to I guess to get Tobias to come back for whatever reason, but yeah, because Lady Eve earlier, like, she was talking to I was about to call him Bill Duke. She was talking to what the hell? I forgot his name now. I done called this man Bill Duke and I forgot his real name. She was basically talking to him and she was like, yo, I want back into the ASA. And then he was just like, well, if you give me the briefcase, then I'll let you back in. And, and that's weird because I'm like, she just gave it to Gamby. So now she doesn't want, and it's like she gave the briefcase to Gamby and her and Gamby made a pact, like they settled their beef. So she can't roll up on Gamby now to get the briefcase back. So I think she programmed Lala to go after to go hard at going after Tobias, because I think Lady Eve's secretly gonna have Tobias go after the briefcase, so this way, like, she's not the one who gets in trouble for it. But like I said, everything that happened with Lala and Lady Eve, I feel like it's all part of Lady Eve's plan because he has the programming in his brain. Lynn was basically running tests on Gravedigger's DNA. She runs the test, and she runs a test on Jeff, and she finds out that Jeff and Gravedigger are related. This was a surprise. It was very weird. And unless him being Jeff's great uncle actually means something, fine. Like, I'm okay with that as long as this goes somewhere. But if the whole thing about them being related was just so Lynn can tell him that, so Jeff and Lynn can have a conversation, I'm going to be a little mad at that, because then I'm like, what the hell was the point of even bringing it up? So hopefully, the family relation thing, hopefully that'll mean something at some point. But we'll see what happens. Nyssa and Grace are getting married. Nyssa proposed to Grace, kind of, and she was just like, "Look, we about to go to war, and just in case we don't come back, let's get married." She invites everybody except Brandon because his punk ass was was with Chase. They all go to the house, and everybody's ready to to have a wedding. Gamby's gonna officiate the wedding, and Lynn was a little thrown off because she was just like, I don't even know who Grace is. And I'm like, well, that's because you was on the green light. You should have spent more time getting to know Grace and less time in the kitchen cooking that green light. But but she accepted her. Like, Jeff already knows. Like, how, like, Grace has gone out on missions with Jeff. So if Jeff had a problem with it, that'd have been weird. I just need Gamby to make this chick a suit because, like I said before, she can't be rolling out there with no leather jacket trying to fight some damn crime. Yeah, so, and then within the midst of the whole thing, Jennifer Hardhead ass, she tells TC, let me know when Gravedigger's in Freeland. TC's dumbass tells her where, and then she dipped out on her own sister's wedding just to confront Gravedigger at the border. The fact that there's even still a border when we're on Earth Prime now is ridiculous. I mean, no Painkiller, no Brandon. You're short on things. Jennifer complaining the whole time, like, why can't I be on the front line? I'm like, because you don't listen. Like, that's why. And I'm just like, bro, like, Jeff, like, all I'm saying is, if not one single superhero character pops up in the season finale, I'm gonna be really mad. Because Jeff need help. He even tried to recruit, Jeff and Nyssa tried to recruit Lala of all people, and then he was just like, I ain't trying to fight for your cause. And I'm just like, Jeff even tried to tell me, he was like, if you don't help us, the government's gonna blow up Freeland, and then you ain't gonna sell no drugs to nobody. And then he was just like, I'll take my chances, and then but the interesting thing about it was Lala and Thunder had a conversation, and the show's been on for 3 seasons. And this is the first time Lala and Thunder have ever had a conversation. The closest the two of them come to being in the same place at the same time was in the pilot when Nyssa was at the motel and Lala was pistol whipping his nephew in the hotel. Lala and Thunder have never spoken. The same way how Thunder has never had a conversation with Tobias Whale, and we're 3 seasons in. That's crazy. But, it is what it is. But Nissa's whole thing was, she was just like, look, bro, she was like, come in here she's like, I ain't want to come here anyway. And she was like, you think anybody's scared of your punk ass? And then Lala was like, you think just because you got powers, he's like, you all swole now because you got the meta powers. I'm like, because I don't think they know that Lala's a meta. Like, I don't think anybody knows that Lala's a meta. And then, he was just like, don't think you can't get got. And then and then this one was like, even if I do get got, it ain't gonna be by your bitch ass. And then Jeff was like, oh. But basically, for whatever reason, because as much as Lala talks about, yo, Freeland's my home, it's Freeland. When they were just like, yo, help us protect Freeland, he was like, nah. So, and who knows? That might be the programming too. Like that, for all we know, if it wasn't for Lady Eve's programming, Lala probably would have helped them. But because of the programming, I feel like he's just driven. Lady Eve gave him one task, and he's just going to perform that one task by any means necessary, and he ain't trying to hear nothing nobody else got going on. So Jennifer Hardhead asked, so she broke through the TC. She got TC to tell her when Gravedigger showed up. She puts on her suit. She dips out of her sister's wedding. She goes to fight Gravedigger. Then they get the alert. The Resistance told him, Gamby told him, but he told him that Gravedigger's here. So right when they was about to get married, so Grace, Grace got to put a black jacket on now instead of the white one. Thunder got to put the Thunder costume on. Lynn's gonna stay home with the kids, and when because he told him he was just like Erica and TC are the last line of defense. So, if they're called upon, we'll see. Yeah, whatever happened to Wendy? What happened to Wendy? I remember, Wendy was a thing. I don't know what happened to Wendy. And then also Issa, at the season finale of season 2, Khalil. No, they killed Issa, and they killed Issa. Never mind. So I forgot all about that. But what the hell happened to Wendy? So anyway, like I said, so Jennifer rolls up on Gravedigger. Gravedigger Cole beats that ass, throws her into the perimeter. So now, I think the perimeter fence is down. And then, she's out for the count. BL shows up, and he's just like, "Baby girl, come on." I would as soon as because he was just like, "Jeff, you gotta shock her to bring her heart back." If I was Jeff, the moment I shocked her and brought her back to life, as soon as she coughed, I'd have been like, "Jennifer, are you okay?" "Yeah, Dad, I'm fine." "Good, you're grounded, because your ass don't listen." Jennifer, this has not been the year for this season's not been the season for Jennifer. Between Jennifer and Lynn, ooh, child. So then in the end, so now it's it's Black Lightning versus Gravedigger, Great Uncle versus Great Nephew. The two of them come face to face, and then that's how the show ends. So I said it's cool. So again, next episode's the last episode. So Lala, Tobias, and Lady Eve won't have anything when the episode is over, there'll be the last 5-10 minutes. Then we'll see what Lala, Lady Eve, and them are doing. But like I said, Lady Eve and them, that's a season 4 problem. They ain't gonna do nothing in season 3. So. But yeah, I think they'll beat Gravedigger. I didn't see the trailer. I didn't see the trailer for the final episode, but they'll beat Gravedigger. But I don't know how they'll beat Gravedigger. Maybe Jeff will appeal to his good nature and let him know that they're family, and then he'll just give up. Who knows? Or maybe somebody will kill him. Shit, Grace might kill him for all we know. Maybe Khalil will kill him. Somebody gonna kill him. I don't think Gravedigger. My personal opinion, Gravedigger ain't gonna survive. Somebody gonna kill his ass. So, because you can't have him walking around with all them damn powers. And so that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Obviously Tobias is gonna come back and everything, and I really don't know how this is gonna end. But but this is actually cool. I'm looking forward to the season finale because I have no idea what's gonna happen. And all I'm saying is, there better be a Justice League cameo. So, thank you for tuning in. Black Lightning was the only DC show that came on this week. So, this is the only one up on the channel right now. We have the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up, so I'll do a review for that as well. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment, like, and or subscribe. Make sure you tune in for the last episode of Black Lightning for this season. And until then, and until next time, as always, guys, I'm out this bitch!